Early 2000s was the golden age of Pokemon. So much good shit came from Gen 3. We got a remake of Gen 1 before it became a pandering problem. The Pikachu's equivalent to Yoshi's Cookies via Pokemon Troze. Pokemon Channel existed. And who can forget about the banger that is Pokemon Coliseum and Gale of Darkness? Come on, when are we getting a third game? But out of all the spin-offs that came out, the one that I sunk the most time in, as well as the one I have the most fond memories of, is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. A roguelike RPG where you're turned into a Pokemon and transported to a world filled with natural disasters that are causing the locals going straight bananas for some reason. So you and your partner decide to form a rescue team and go on adventures to figure out what the heck's going on, while helping Pokemon along the way. Truly, this spin-off was really out of the norm. For starters, you play as a Pokemon. You know, those creatures you catch? Yeah, you're that. It may not be a big deal nowadays, but back then it was huge. Everyone at one point of their life thought about what kind of Pokemon they would be. I always saw myself as a Baneri, but I can't be a Baneri in this game, so I'll be jumping into the demo as one of the original starters from the original game. Before I do anything else, I just want to point out that there's a button specifically made to look at the illustration. This game's gonna be good. The game starts with a personality test that decides what kind of Pokemon you'd be. Well, assuming you're being honest and not trying to fish for Eevee. I was a Chikorita on my first run, and now, 14 years later, I've changed from a Chikorita to a Squirtle. Okay, did not see that coming. I thought I was gonna get Torchic, but whatever. Don't worry, in the remake you have the option to pick your own if you don't like what you got. But I like to honor this flawed quiz somehow. Plus, I get to try out a water starter for the first time. So that'll be interesting. Okay, I'm in the dungeon. It's time to go dungeoning. No, we're in a forest. Okay, since I started the adventure, I'm probably gonna start with something simple, like Bubble. Okay. The main meat and potatoes of the games is going on missions and helping Pokemon by exploring the mystery dungeons. The dungeons are randomly generated, so each time you revisit the Thunderwave cave because friggin' Execute got himself lost again, it's not the same path as before. The more dungeons you unlock, the bigger the game it gets. I still haven't completed everything in the original version because there's just so much stuff to do, and the end content can get brutal. You'll be exploring these dungeons forever. Another thing that made Mystery Dungeon stand out is its story. Don't let that storybook aesthetic fool you. It starts off small and charming, but the longer you play the game, it becomes an emotional journey that actually got me in the feels sometimes. And the powerful Pokemon you run into feel like a threat that you want to take down. Which is why I'm irritated when the demo stopped me right before I was about to go ham on the first boss! Ugh! And the legendary Pokemon you run into actually feel legendary. The challenge of befriending them feels really rewarding. Huh? What's that? You're looking for Mewtwo? Yeah, he's underneath the 99th floor dungeon. Go down there, kick his ass, and pray that he finds you worthy of his presence. Hope your apples aren't sticky. If there's one thing I hope the remake retains from the original, it's the difficulty and the mystique of the adventure. Whether you're increasing your rank or befriending Pokemon, there's always something new to do, and it's not going to be easy. The demo itself is not enough to give you a good taste of the entire game. However, it's one of those games that gets more enjoyable the longer you play. And for Game Freak to come out and be like, yo, this game's coming out in 2 months, get ready. Looks like I have no choice but to get ready for this to come back.